Hello, I'm going to explain the two main parts of our adaptive immune system, which is known to be the cellular and the humoral immunity. And this is how they work together in order to protect us. So first off, I'm actually going to start with the cellular immunity, which is carried out by T cells. And these are like basically the special forces of the immune system. So when a cell in your body gets infected, which is known as a virus, it displays parts of the invader called antigens on the surface. So the helper T cells would recognize the antigens and then it would activate other parts of the immune system. Then the cytotoxic T cells will come in, they'll recognize and directly destroy the infected cells, kind of like targeted assassins. That's how I think of it. But once the infection is gone, then the memory T cells are going to be created and they're going to stick around just in case the same invader will come back later. So the cellular immunity is really good at fighting things inside of your own cells, such as viruses and cancer cells. Then the next that we're going to go into is the humoral immunity, which is known as to be the B cells. So this would involve the B cells and the antibodies, and I think of this as a long distance defense. And for the process, it would involve the B cell would encounter the foreign invader, like bacteria floating in the bloodstream. Then if the B cell is binded to the antigen, it would get help from the helper T cell and it would activate. Then that B cell would actually turn to a plasma cell, which would produce antibodies, which is little Y-shaped proteins, which looks like that, so you can see better. Those Y's. And these antibodies actually travel through the body and it will stick to the invaders, marking them for destruction by other immune cells. So just like the T cells, the B cells would actually become memory B cells and it will be ready to respond faster the very next time. So in order to compare them to, the cellular immunity will use the T cells in order to attack infected cells directly, and then the humoral immunity, we use the B cells to release antibodies that will fight infections in fluids like the blood and the lymph. And both of the systems would actually create memory cells in order to help you fight infections faster the next time you get sick again. So these two systems would actually work together as part of your adaptive immune system, which is slower than the innate immunity, but way more specific and powerful. So in order to sum all other things that I had discussed, the cellular immunity, that would involve the T cells and direct killing. Then the humoral immunity would involve the B cells and the antibodies, which are very important in order to keep you safe. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you understand what was discussed, and